Hello Internet, welcome back to our RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 series. We are playing on, I have no idea what the map is called, Botany Breakers. And we are working towards getting $10,000 a month of ride income. So only ride tickets, our cost to enter the park is $0. And we're currently sitting at around $3,400. We actually dropped last month, and that's because we had to reduce the price of our roller coaster. Maybe we didn't drop. Maybe that is more. No, it's definitely more. I took a break in between episodes to. Well, honestly, I played a little bit of Tarkov because I've been really obsessed with that game lately. So let's see about lowering this. I wish I could set this up into a line rather than an entire area. So I would like to lower this down to ground level. I'd like it to level evenly as well would be really nice. If we could get those to level ground. Because we want to put a connection between these two paths so that there's a little bit more path existing in the park. Now this will probably increase the amount of vomit that we see from other children that will take up space in our park, unfortunately. However, this is ultimately beneficial because it will uncrowd our park to some extent. Man, there is just no way to see some of these angles here. Let's see if we can put this path around. We've been using the come on, mouse. We've been using the dirt pads. Can't see where the path actually stops. So we'll go ahead and we'll just navigate around here, and let's see if we can spot that from where we were originally. Should be able to connect. I'm seeing children. So that should connect all the way around now. I do see pathing going both directions. So I believe that that is now connected. Let's throw some benches and trash bins as well along back here, just so that we have some things for these kids to hopefully not litter up the park too bad. If we can get them some places where they can sit, maybe they won't vomit as much. And of course, trash will help keep our park clean. I am seeing vomit on our little raised boardwalk area. Did not mean to erase a seat that kid was sitting in, but that's okay. That was weird. Yeah, so I think we're doing okay. What is our research currently? We are completing the swinging inverter ship. That's excellent because that will fit nicely right here because we weren't sure what to put here. And the inverter ship is actually really narrow, so we could just put it along here, give it a long queue, and then connect the exit right here. I think if we do that right, that should be feasible. We could even move it over one tile and just plop the exit right there. So I think that that's great. We did up our research to the maximum. Why don't we also click roller coasters so we can start unlocking some new coasters. We have about $6,000 in the bank. We could pay down our loan somewhat, but I think that increasing, basically the more coasters we build, the higher the guest limit is. So like currently we're at 435, and the way I understand it is that each ride contributes to a soft guest cap. Once you hit your soft guest cap, let's say our guest cap right now is 400. We're above 400, and what that does is it decreases the number of spawns for new guests anytime that you're above that cap. So the higher your cap, the more likely that we will get more guest generation, and the higher the guest generation we get, the more people that will be occupying our queues. Now currently we're at a pretty good clip here. Most of our queues are full or mostly full. And the rides, of course, process guests at different rates depending on what the type of ride is exactly. Now, we've expanded this direction. I really don't know where to go next. We could try to raise this up, this area here, and place one of the flat rides in this area and then connect it to this boardwalk. However, I think for long term, I mean, that's fine. In the short term, we definitely can do that, and that would be fine. But I would like to open up much more space than what we have currently. And so that would require us to lower large portions of this landscape right back here, because I would like to be able to expand into this area. And that will cost us a lot of money. So I'm not sure what to do about that. Maybe we will only lower it instead of connecting over here. Maybe we will just even this level all this out so that we can connect to this boardwalk, and then we can build over top of all this stuff as a means of connecting. I really would like to expand in as much of a circular, rectangular motion as possible. I don't want like one spoke that goes up because that's going to divert guests in a way that we don't necessarily want, because most of our rides are centered around this area here. For now, let us build that swinging inverter ship. It is much smaller than I remember. So I asked in a previous episode if there was a hotkey for this. I still don't know. I did not look. You can't look at key bindings from here, as far as I know. Options. Maybe you can. No, none of these are key bindings. So it does not look like this game gives you the option of rebinding your keys. So as far as I know, we cannot actually adjust. Oops, see, I pressed R to rotate. That is not the button. So we'll just put this thing down here. Should be good, and then we will fill everything in with scenery. Oh, unfortunately, that's right. This is the ride that can only... We want to remove this, and we want to face it the other direction. You can only enter and exit from one side here, so we'll put the entrance here, the exit here. Turn this bad boy on, and what we will do, we will create the queue first. And I think that's an acceptable queue. And then we will just put the exit right up to this here. I think that is fine. Once again, we're going to pull out our ride calculator. Let me grab my keyboard. So this is a swinging... I'll keep hitting my mic cord when I do that, and I'm afraid I'm going to unplug my mic. So this is a swinging inverter ship with an excitement of 3.7, which is not good. 4.68 for intensity. Yeah, a lot of these so-called thrill rides are actually not terribly thrilling. So the max price, brand new, is $10.40, which, again, we've been kind of avoiding that new cost, because what we would want is that, basically we're going to set this to like a 3-year window, and currently this is listed as $7. So I think $7 will be just fine. It seems outrageous to me, but again, we're not charging entry fees to the park. Do we have an ATM? I don't know if this is actually a valuable building to build or not. I know in games like Planet Coaster, the ATMs are largely useless, even though they make sense that you would want people to get more money. I would really like to build a wooden roller coaster, because they are my favorite kind of roller coaster, and because they have the on-ride photo section, but we really do not have a space to put one without doing major landscaping changes. So I think we will start with our landscaping. So we're going to expand this pretty huge, and we're going to just level this out. We don't need it all to be the same exact... Actually, I think that is where we will work off of, about that level, because that puts us more or less in line with this path, or at least gives us the opportunity to easily connect to this path. So I think we want to lower, and then we want to raise. Can't raise, it's in the way. Yeah, I don't want to raise that so much. I just want to raise this other stuff so that we have a nice even area to work with. We are immediately out of money. My goodness, that cash went by quick. To move this down, it does not... $1,280. Okay, so we're going to hold off on this, because that is obscene, the amount of money that actually costs. We do have... God, it's hideous. But we do have some area that we could work with. Since we're going to be connecting off of this path, unfortunately we're not going to be able to connect right here. We're just going to connect off of this path, and... yeah, I don't see any other way we could connect this. We could lead one up through a tunnel and bring it out around here and create a loop with this one. But I kind of want to put the coaster... Well, the coaster wouldn't really fit here because of the dinghies. We could put the coaster up yonder and build it out and around up here. And just have it connect to the path back here. And that would give us lots of flat space for additional rides. Why don't we actually, instead of Virginia Reel Tubes, I have no idea what that means, what that is. So instead, we will remove the roller coaster thing, and I think we will focus on thrill and gentle rides, because again, they fit in these nice, neat little squares. which is pretty valuable, I think. I also meant to put some shrubbery around this swinging inverter ship. Still have people in lines. Nobody's complaining about overprices or anything that I can see. So I think we're going to put some more shrubbery and things here just to spruce up the area. We have $700. Why don't we, do we have any like fountains? Fountains are cool. One of the things that really appealed to me about Planet Coaster, which is why I really wanted it, was the many scenery items that I think are very neat. Put a little dolphin statue. I have no idea how much this will cost. $57 for a dolphin statue. Okay, I mean, that seems reasonable. And in Planet Coaster, your queues actually have a value based on the scenery around them. I thought that was a really interesting idea. It's one of the many things about Planet Coaster that I really wanted to experiment with. And again, unfortunately, that game is just so expensive. I think it's currently around $60 for like the deluxe version, and I'm not even sure if that includes all the DLC or not. And that's way too much money. I could never afford. Like, I think I picked this game up, RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, on GOG on sale for like $4. So that's a much more reasonable price that I feel comfortable I can pay $4, especially if I know I'm going to record it and get a fair bit of stuff out of it. So I think this is the Virginia Reel. Circular cars spin around as they travel along the zigzagging wooden track. Maybe we want to look into maybe not wooden roller coaster. Maybe we should look into one of these that can be a little more compact. Again, this one can rise while spinning, so it doesn't need that initial long line of build-up. Like this has a long chain lift. We wouldn't need that if we could chain lift in a circle. We could do most of that in place and then branch out and do like one loop and come back and connect. And I think that would be, you know, not a great coaster, but it would be something compact and presumably cheap. Percolator. Alternatively, we could, of course, just look for placing some of these pre-built monstrosities, and then all we really have to worry about is connecting them to the landscape. So like here, we could fit this right here and just connect the path over here, and would immediately be able to churn that into some profit. However, of course, the game is most fun when you're creating things yourself. So I don't know that we're going to do that. Why don't we start building something? Circular car spin. Non-inverting roller coaster with large drops, high speed, and comfortable trains. Compact coaster with spiral lift hill. I think we want to try this. We're gonna just check this thing out. We're gonna build it. We're gonna start building it over here, so we're nice. We're out of the way of the dinghies. You know, we don't have to make a ton of track or anything, so we should be able to chain lift up. See, it says spiraling lifts. Why can't I spiral lift it? Curved hill left, curved hill right, block brakes. No, I want the chain lift. Do we have to bend the track? It's no longer a chain lift at that point. So I feel lied to. Maybe based off of a circle? Well, why? But then it's not chain lift. Okay, so that's not great. I don't want that. Spiral lift hill. It clearly says spiral lift hill, which to me means a lifting chain that can spiral, but I guess that is not the case. Passengers ride in small hanging cars beneath the single rail track, swinging freely. That sounds like a nausea type situation. Try a hypercoaster. Oh gosh, huge. It's $32,000. Oh, it's so much money. Let's. It's too much money. From $2,000. So that means there are cheap ones, I guess. We could look at some of these smaller pre-built ones. There really aren't any. They're all enormous, which is horrifying. They're so big. But then the wooden roller coasters usually are quite large. It says from 2,000. You would think that means there's like a $2,000 one here, but I'm not seeing anything even close to that low of a price. Select another ride. I mean, this just looks like a crappy coaster. I don't know that I want this. Includes scenery, which is unavailable. Fungicide. This looks pretty compact, and it's only around 3 Gs. I mean, what were the stats on it? Go back. Fungicide. pretty good stats actually for what seems to be small and cheap. Let's rotate this so the station is near the front. I can't tell, is there pathing attached to it? I don't think there's pathing attached to it. So we should be able to plop this down somewhere up here without inhibiting our paths too much. I remember hearing that in like paths that are above the ground, like guests have problems with them. I don't know how true that actually is. It would cost 45 grand or 45,000. 4,500 to place it there because of the lifts and the high supports and things. I think we'll turn up the speed just until we get a little bit of cash. We'll just watch the watch things as they go by. You know, I don't think it's a terrible park. I mean, I don't think it's a good park. We did a good job at keeping things compact down here, but this coaster like got away from me pretty bad. We did unlock a new ride. Why don't we slow things back down? We'll go to quick. Why don't we build this here? I think is fine. 4,400. I don't love that the tracks are like right in front of the gate, but and we will merry-go-round one. It keeps breaking down. Why don't we refurbish this? Because I'm tired of seeing it break down. Refurbish. $100. It must be closed. Really wish you would just close for me so I don't have to close it and then open it again. How are you doing, coaster? I don't want you to break down and kill a bunch of kids. 1,300? Yeah, nah. We'll just kill the kids. It's fine. Let's go ahead and attach these paths. Okay. And we'll just go like this. No. How do we want to do this? Because we don't want to block a ton of area. We're going to lower. I think this is on level with the... We're going to go from here first. No, that is the incorrect direction. And we're just going to build the path. Yeah, I think that that is an appropriate height for this. And then we will move the path over here as well. And we'll make another big square. I don't love... Actually, what we should do is lower this to the ground. Yeah. Let's lower this to the ground. And then we'll continue. Because we don't really want the elevated path. We want it on the ground so that it can accommodate other rides and things. We'll make this a big circle. This is not the best way to do things, but it is what I've got. Why don't we... Let's just leave this for now. We'll leave it out here. And we'll expand on that as necessary. Let's go back to pathing. And we need to lower this path the rest of the way. Nope. Oh, we can't. Let's lower it immediately. We also can't do that. Let's lower this ground. Great. So that we can actually put this path to the ground. Can we even... Yeah, we can do this. Okay. Fine. Let's slow things down because I'm taking a long time doing this. And I feel like every minute goes by we're wasting cashola. Cannot lower here. Why? Oh, the supports? That doesn't make sense. Why? God, it's so hard to see things. Okay, so that yellow square is the problem. Let's go ahead and lower that. Okay, and we're going to lower this one as well. And this one. And this one. So hopefully that takes care of our problem. And we should be able to build right along here. I'm just going to lower that one so we can get some vision on what we're doing here. And we will just connect. We can't connect like that because it's a freaking... Okay. Go up. Go straight. Go left and connect. Okay. Okay. So we're good. We should have been testing this the whole time so that I would know what the values are so I could set the price. Let's look at what we previously researched. Vintage cars, which is a car riding thing. I actually heard that the excitement on these can get extremely high for a gentle ride. It's just a question of adding water and making these cars a certain type of car, which we probably don't have access to. We also got the Magic Carpet, which is a square ride, which we can place either here or in this section of the park to drive more traffic back here. Still no results on this baby. I will get my keyboard and things squared away so we can quickly put that in. I have no idea what this is actually. What type of coaster is this? Yeah, where does it say the type of coaster? I wish it would just say. Okay, doesn't seem to say. Let's open our ride menu here. This is a what did we build? It's a mouse thing. Steel Wild Mouse. Okay. So the Steel Wild Mouse is not listed here. Wild Mouse. There we go. So let's look at this. Okay. Pretty high excitement. 6.33 excitement is pretty good. It's probably the most exciting thing in our park. 7.1 is also really high on the intensity. I think in our park is the highest intensity. So go ahead and mark this down. We should currently be able to charge $18.60 for this, but we will use the long-term price of $12.40. So we'll just make this a flat $12. Click that as OK, and now we can open this baby up and start getting some income from that. And while we do that, we will start building additional rides. Okay, so let's build the magic carpet. This is very small. We can build this right alongside. Do we want to do that though? Because we'll have to raise the exit and entrance. I think if we build it back a little bit, we can connect it to this. So we'll go ahead and plop down the entrance and the exit. Go ahead and open this. And again, for the general rides, we're just going to leave them as is price-wise, which means they are by far our lowest earners. But, you know, every dollar counts, and it gives variety. And again, it increases that. Oh, can we not? Can we go up immediately? We can. Oh, we went too far? There we go. Okay. It doesn't need to be a huge queue. I really don't care. And we'll go ahead and do the same for the exit. Exit, we want the brown pads. Oh, so that's going to be the wrong color. Well, that's okay. These pre-made ones also are the wrong color. Unfortunately, you would think that they would have balanced that so it would use your default tiles, but that's okay. So there we've built the little magic carpet. I think we want to build the car ride as well. I would love to put this out over the water. I don't see a good spot to do that though. Yeah, we can't build it here. We could build it... No, because this is so low under the water. I was going to say we could build it above this path, which would be interesting, but I don't think we really actually can do that. Alternatively, we could start building underground instead of flattening everything out like this. But I don't really think that that's the way to go either. Let's give us just a small... I would like something very small, basically, to fit in here. And we really don't have that, unfortunately. And it's not really available to build anywhere anyway. Okay. I mean, we could make just a small circle, but that's terrible. I don't want to do that. Let's, man, I really don't know how to expand this properly. I did not expect so much Z level from this game. I didn't think there'd be so many slopes and things to work around on a relatively early, park. And admittedly, you're probably supposed to play this over several days, but I was really looking to bang something out in 4 or 5 episodes, and it does not look like something we're going to be able to do. I'd imagine our income is around $5,000. Unpleasant has broken down. Minigolf is the next one. Again, pretty interesting. Didn't know they had minigolf in this game. Love minigolf, but I don't think that... Why did our prices dip significantly from the last few months to last month? Probably stuff breaking down. Oh, I see the queues are much shorter now. Let's have a look. Let's pause. Let's have a look at our guest thoughts. I'm guessing that some of them are too expensive now. I'm running out of cash. I've been queuing for ages on the demon drop, which is this. Yeah, that is a long queue, but it's pre-built. I didn't do that. Want to go on something more thrilling than Observation Tower? Yeah, I expect that. Carpet 1 is really good value. Unpleasant Experience was great. Park Map is really good value. Can't afford. So they're running out of money, is what it looks like. Because the number one thing in our park, I'm running out of cash. Let's have a look at some of these guys. 40 cents in his pocket. Hate to tell you this, kid, but you should get out. If you don't have cash, you should leave and go home. What are you doing? I mean, he's very happy. He's very thirsty. I mean, last I checked, our juice stall wasn't selling very much. Selling a lot now. Why don't we... So they have to pee and they're thirsty. Is thirst a common one, though? I actually don't know if thirst is a common need currently. They are pretty high thirst for the most part. Let's unpause. Let's build... Sorry, my throat all of a sudden is being an issue. Let's build a lemonade stall. It's a different kind of drink, so it may draw different or more customers. Put that here to conserve some space. And we'll put a restroom next to it. So that hopefully will drive some people back this way if they're over here and they're thirsty and they have to pee. Maybe they'll swing by. So what general rides can we build that we haven't built that we can fit very easily in this space? We could build the hedge maze. Could build the slide. Again, those would increase our guest cap, but they're not really like things that kids are going to want to ride. I would really like to get the car ride going, honestly. But again, I just do not have space for this stuff. We could build it over top of the path here a little bit if need be. We could probably fit it here. Or we could lower and raise this area just in like that little area would be enough to fill out an area where we could build this. Seeing these queues very, very empty, and it's because these kids are broke. And I really hate that they're not leaving. I feel like they need to leave. Because if you have no money and you're in my park, you're taking up a valuable slot that another guest could use. And I hate it. Why don't we, since we've expanded, we'll also hire a couple extra handymen. Just because we have been having a lot of ride breakdowns, but I don't think we need to hire another mechanic just yet. We got minigolf. Maybe minigolf would fit better in this area. Let's, minigolf. Oh, I still have to build. I thought it would just be like a little square, easy to place building. I would like to get a look at this just to get an idea of what I'm looking at. Because this is so small, I can't really see. What does this mean? Oh, we can make it considerably cheaper. So basically, you come in, I guess you go around. I mean, that's pretty neat. It's only like 6 holes of golf. I really love mini golf in real life. Maybe we can build our own mini golf pretty easily and fit it in this space. Golf hole A? Oh, so they're pre-built holes. Well, how do you connect them? Okay, let's build the... Okay, let me think. Let's build the station. No, let's build the station. I don't know how sharp a turn. So literally right angles we can work with. Okay, so we'll make the station... How much does the station matter to a mini golf? I really don't know. We will... Jeez, I really don't know. There's not a good spot here. Like, you would think, like, oh, we could just build it right here. But we need to be able to connect it to itself, and we need to be able to connect it to these... Okay, let's just build it and see what we get. Long station platform. We'll go one straight shot. We'll go hole A. Great. We'll go a straight shot. I wish I could see. Straight shot. We'll head left. We'll lower this area. We'll lower these down. Okay, so that should be fine. We'll go left. We'll do another hole. We'll go hole B. We should be able to build over top of the path. Go left. Can't see again. Let's get around here. Oh, this is over top of this. That seems wildly dangerous. Let's back up. And we'll go left here. So we're over the path. We'll go hole C. We'll go straight again. We'll go hole D. Oh, that's a good one. And we'll go left. And we'll go left again. We'll go straight. We'll hit them with a hole E. Oh, which is a curved one. Let's, instead of going straight twice, let's go straight here. We'll go left. We'll hit them with a hole D, E. but then we can't leave from there. Can we go immediately left? We can't. So we need to go one more over. Then we go left. Then we go hole E. Come on now, hole E. We'll go right. Straight. We'll go right again. We'll hit them with another hole A. And then we'll go straight and we'll lead them out. What else can we build? Literally nothing else. And we'll make another station because I think that would expand the number of guests that it can accommodate. We'll go entrance over here. We'll go exit over here. That way we can wrap the queue around a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's test. We can't test it. We won't know until kids come through. So let's go ahead and connect this baby. It's not really what I had planned to have, but it is something, you know, that fits in that area. It's a little wacky. It's over the railing or over the footpath down there. Hopefully that adds to some excitement, that kind of thing. And why don't we build some shrubs and junk here as well? We'll go, where's the jungle one? Jungle theming. We'll put a jungle sign over the, oh, we can. It has to be on a path, I guess. Never mind then. We'll put fencing. Oh, very exciting to have fencing, right? Very beautiful fencing. Fence in the area just so that balls from the other kids don't hit you in the face, because you really don't want to get hit in the face with balls. You just have to trust me on that one. We'll add some more of these Feed Me Seymour plants just to get some, hopefully get some excitement, because apparently excitement is based on scenery as well, which I think is fine. Just build all that. And let's have a look at our mini golf. Click. No, don't want to click the child. I never ever want to click the child. Please stop making me click the child. No results. Okay, I mean, they're in there putting around. They all appear to be wearing red shirts, which is a bit peculiar. How are you doing, Lemonade Stand? Very close to breaking, to making profit, which is great. How are you doing, Korean Juice Stand? Oh no, that's not the Korean one. It's the fruit juice. I thought we had built the Korean, what was that one called? The Korean beverage. The Sujiongawa. I don't know how to pronounce anything, but it's a drink, so I thought that's what that was. They do have very similar building shapes. So let's look at the mini golf. At least one kid has made it through at this point. I mean, come on. How long does it take you to mini golf? Mini golf is awesome. I will never badmouth mini golf. Next we get the pirate ship, which we could slide right in this area, I think. And then I think we're really kind of capped ourselves on space a little bit, which is not great because we're not really near the amount that we need for ride tickets per month. There we go. So now we can check for mini golf in our ride calculator. Mini golf. Excitement 3.44. Intensity 0.9. Wow, it's so intense to mini golf. And 0 nausea. So we'll go ahead and knock that down to 0. And we can charge $5.40 for it, but we're going to charge $3. Because I don't believe in overcharging children for mini golf. Because mini golf is for everyone and should be available to everyone. Really wish the rain wasn't in like a perfect pattern across the screen. There we got the pirate ship, which we can build here. We should actually probably call the episode, so I think we will actually do that. So, for now, hope you enjoyed the episode. I will be back with more RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 in the future. And what I'm realizing is that I really need to plan ahead way more than I do. Because this park looks absolutely god-awful. And I hate it, and I wish it were different. But there's really nothing I can do about that now because we've already set up so much of our park. And again, I think the coasters are where the money are, so we really need to focus in on building some more coasters. So for now, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I, of course, will be back with more in the near future, and I'll see you in the next one.